This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And make sure to order Jamie Glazov's new critically acclaimed jihadist psychopath, how he is charming, seducing, and devouring us. All your support is greatly appreciated.
I have a list. Let's go over it. Do not stereotype 1.6 some billion Muslims based on actions of over 70,000 active ISIS, Hezbollah, Hamas, and Al-Qaeda members. Check. Do not stereotype over 500,000 of LGBTQ community over act of 40 or 50 pedophile walking into no gender bathroom to molest children. Check. Do not stereotype black community based on over 1,200 convicted black men wearing hoodies and robbing people. Check. Defund and abolish police departments across country with over 800,000 sworn-in officers based on act of 5 officer. Check. Kill an innocent officer. To make an example that this country has justice. An innocent officer who was originally fired, not sure why, but whatever. This is Officer Garrett Rolfe. He defended himself and those around him, which is a job of a police officer. When a black man who was drunk got a hold of a police officer's taser. He has been arrested and charged, and possibly could face execution. ADA has charged him while the investigation isn't even over and done yet. Excuse. The taser was used twice and absolutely had no danger to the officer. So let me go through this. I'm no police officers. I don't have the bravery it takes to be an officer. But if I'm in a situation where I have to worry about my life and I am accountable for citizens passing by or standing by's life, I'm pretty sure I won't say, wait a minute, let me remember how many times that taser was used. Yeah, it's twice, you're good, go on running, please. But he should be possibly facing death penalty because we want to show Black Lives Matter. But then, wait a minute, in Detroit, 18-year-old man named George Stewart killed a 91-year-old white man who was a veteran of World War II. Set him on fire while he was alive. And he was convicted of second-degree murder. And every report, if any, says 18-year-old man killed a 91-year-old man. You see, it's funny. He's black. Nowhere did I read that says a black 18-year-old man killed a white 91-year-old man. Black Lives Matter? Sure. I'll tell you what, as a middle-of-the-road person, Black lives matter as much as mine does, and my life matters as much as a white person. and everything in between. This flag, for everybody out there who's burning it down, keep at it. Keep at it. Because I'll tell you what, you want to defund and abolish police departments? Go for it. You really think that true Americans, including myself, are going to stand by and let you break every law in this country and turn all of us into your slaves by bending over and kissing your feet? You're dreaming. We will use the law to stop you from breaking the law. And I'm not talking about police. I'm not talking about FBI. No. I'm not even talking about any kind of law enforcement. Here's what I'm talking about. There is a thing that you should get familiar with. It's called the Constitution of United States of America. Bother to read it. Within that Constitution, there is no slavery. Get over yourself. Within that Constitution, there is no room for discrimination. Get over yourself. However, within that Constitution, I have the right to defend myself and my country against all enemy, foreign and domestic. Burn this flag and you are my enemy. I hope I'm loud and clear here. I kept quiet the entire time. I did. But you know what? You crossed the line. As a very, very intelligent friend of mine said yesterday, you are taking our country to a point of no return. You want a war? So be it. But remember, you started a war against America. So you may want to think about it twice before you go any further. There are still millions and millions of America who will not look at their skin color, and they will look at this flag and they will stand up for it. There's a limit. There is so much you can use your fake race card. Whomever you are and whatever race card you're using, I'm talking to you. I'm considered olive skin by some brown skin. I come from Middle East, specifically Iran. For everybody out there who sympathizes with black people or is a black people standing on the streets of my country, America, and burning it down because they supposedly were oppressed. Let me tell you something, buddy. Maybe your ancestors were slaves. My heart goes out to them. You are nothing but a spoiled, self-centered American. You have never been enslaved. But guess what? I was. 15 years. I was a sex slave for almost 2 years. So let's talk. Because the country you are painting as the racist country saved me. I'm the real ex-slave. You're the fake one. So let's debate this slavery situation, shall we? You really think every single one of over 197 million white people walking around America, one way or another, is connected to an ancestor who had a slave? Well, maybe, just maybe, sweetheart, if you were paying attention when you went to school, you wouldn't make an out of yourself by making that a statement. You see, I stand here every day And I fight for women and girls suffering under Sharia. Okay? These are real people, real time. As of this very moment, as I'm trying to explain to you what an idiot you are, they are suffering under true oppression. They are enslaved as of right now. You want to talk police brutality? Really? I've been in this country getting close to 18 years. And I'm not white. So if it's about racism, I should have faced police brutality here and there somehow. I haven't. You know why? Because I have a bit of a brain to think with. When I get pulled over, I act like a human being. I respect their authorities. And I haven't faced any problems. On the other hand, I don't commit crimes, so I don't have to try to find a way out of the situation by either grabbing their taser, their guns, pulling my own gun, whatever the situation might be. When you start a charade and you start burning down your own country and your own flag to make a hero out of a criminal, again, what you're telling me is you are an enemy. Not only I'm not going to stand by you, not only I'm not going to cheer you as you burn buildings down and beat the life out of white people, I will stand against you as an American, against an enemy of America. Get that in your head. This has nothing to do with race and everything to do with the communist movement. You all have been fooled into winning for them. Wake up. They are using your point of weakness. That's what they're doing. Turn off your media. Turn off your Fox and CNN and MSNBC and all the alphabet soup. Sit down, calm down, think. Put numbers together. Put numbers together. Think about it. Why is it when an 18-year-old black man kills a 91-year-old white man by setting him on fire, the media comes out as 18-year-old man killed a 91-year-old man? Think. Stop being controlled by the left. You want freedom? You want to be set free? It's up to you. Free yourself by put an end to the complete brainwash and control system of Democrats that has been running your community for years and decades. The fact that in middle of the road, I call myself middle of the road because apparently right now the fight is between black and white and I'm neither. Which actually, let me ask you this. Did you think for a second, you push far enough and there will be a civil war? What will happen to us, the middle of the road people? Where do we go? Oh, here's where we go. You're gonna make us choose. So who's the racist? Who's the racist? You're gonna make a bunch of non-white nor black people choose a side. And if it's against you, then they're enemy. So again, let's think. Who's the racist here? And yes, it's sad. The best word I can use for it, it's heartbreaking when I have to do this live feed. It breaks my heart when an immigrant that has only been in America for 18 years of her life out of 36 has to come on live feed and tell you how foolish you're acting. That's heartbreaking. I have never blamed any individual for my slavery, my oppression, my hardship in life. I blame the system. The system was Islam. It's time for you to stop blaming people and start blaming the system, and then, just like me, fight against the system. Mine is Islam, yours is Democratic Party. Get up. Burning buildings, beating people up, or killing people. The only thing it's going to show on your side is how much hate you have for the other side in this country. I'm not going to even apologize. You hate white people. You hate them. By you, that includes all the white people who are kneeling, kissing feet. That includes every white person who's apologizing for being white. Hey, listen, I was born this way. I did not have, before being born, I didn't have a checklist. You know, your mother tongue, your country, your race, that wasn't on a checklist. So shame on you for apologizing for your race. You must be a really miserable person to feel the need to apologize for your race. So when I say you hate white people, that includes everybody I just described here. I don't care what is the color of your skin. What I do care is that you are burning down the country that saved me from my own life of oppression and slavery. So I repeat myself, if you think people like me will stand by and watch you do it, time to wake up, because that's nothing but a dream that will never come true for you. Put an end to it. You have a fight, do it right. Do it right. You want a war? As I said, make sure you're prepared. Do make sure you're prepared. Because America isn't as screwed as you think. Not yet. And as I said, we're watching. We are watching. We, the American people, the true American free thinker who value our Constitution and freedom in this country, we're watching. And there is no way you are going to cross any more lines. And I would like to stand as straight as I can and tell everybody, like me, hate me, I don't care. Stop paying my bills. What happened to George Floyd was absolutely unacceptable. No one deserves to be killed specifically that way. That being said, I stand strong by our men and women in the uniform. I respect them, I love them, and I appreciate their bravery to be out there right now and keeping me safe for a bunch of hateful racists. Anyone on my social media or my real life disrespect the police, says anything bad about them, you're out. This is the time that we are lucky enough to have the opportunity to show appreciation for the majority of brave officers who have dedicated their lives to serve us. Stop being a bunch of ungrateful cowards. Get behind them. Support them and respect them. If you don't, as I said, you are an enemy of this country. You go against our law and order, that is considered an enemy. I would strongly suggest you start thinking twice before going more crazy and showing your complete inhuman side on the streets of the most free country you can ever imagine to have a life. And as President Trump says, here's another solution. You're unhappy here? Get out. You don't get to burn my country down because you ain't happy. You ain't happy? Out. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody. I'm pretty sure between all of us, we can afford to get you a one-way ticket of your own destination, wherever you want to go. Wherever you think you can do this kind of show, filtering myself, and not be in trouble. Be my guest. This is my public figure page. Message me the destination you want to go with your name, and we will provide you with a ticket. Because I personally would love to ship you out to where we can have our country back and enjoy our freedom. The one that you think you lack because you're not responsible enough to look around and look how you have chosen to sell yourself to Democrats for a bunch of handouts that never will come your way. Keep on waiting. They're not going to give you the free stuff they keep promising you. So you want a handout? Don't ask for freedom. Just don't. With that being said, you all stay safe, stay vigilant. Keep on using your brain. Because, as I said, there are enough of us who will take our country back. And trust me, that's not a threat. That's a fact.